If your GE front load washer is showing error codes, overfilling, or refusing to start, the main control could be the culprit. I'm William of AppliancePartsPros.com, and today I'll walk you through how to test and replace it. Don't worry if this is your first time working on appliances. It's easier than you think. Let's get started. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. Let's start by getting our tools together. For today's work, we'll need a multimeter and a Phillips screwdriver. Also, please remember that safety comes first. Always disconnect your front load washer by unplugging it or switching the breaker off. While the washer is just beginning to overfill, unplug the power cord from the outlet. If water continues to flow into the tub, an inlet valve has failed. To isolate the failed valve, turn off one water supply valve. If the water stops, the inlet valve supplied by that hose has failed. If the water continues, the other inlet valve has failed. If the water stopped immediately when the power cord was unplugged, continue troubleshooting. Remove the screws securing the top panel, slide it back, then lift it up. Set the top panel to the side. Disconnect the wires from the pressure sensor. Set your multimeter to resistance indicated by the upside down horseshoe symbol. Test the outer two terminals on the pressure sensor. You should see a resistance reading between 21 and 22 ohms. If the resistance is outside of this range, the pressure sensor has failed. If the resistance is within range, something else is causing your washer to not fill. If the inlet valve test and the pressure sensor test did not indicate any failures, then the main control has failed. This conclusion is verified through the process of elimination based on the test we just performed. Remove the dispenser drawer. Remove the screws securing the console to the frame. Disconnect the wires from the main control. Remove the cycle knob. Remove the screws securing the main control to the console, then separate the two. Here's the old main control and here's the new one. If you've already got one, great. If not, you can pick one up at AppliancePartsPros.com. Secure the main control to the console with the screws that were removed. Install the cycle knob. Connect the wires to the main control, then set the console back into place and secure it with the screws we removed earlier. Reinsert the dispenser drawer. Install the top panel and secure it with the remaining screws. Plug the power cord back in, and with that, we're done. Great job tackling that washer overfill issue. We'd love to hear how your repair went, so feel free to share your experience in the comments below. If you'd like a little more diagnostic assistance, be sure to visit our forum page where you can get answers from our technicians. Links in the description. If you still need the main control replacement, simply visit AppliancePartsPros.com with your model number. Most orders arrive within a couple of days, making it quick and easy to get your washer up and running smoothly again. Thanks for trusting us with your appliance repair needs, and we look forward to helping you on your next project.